What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Mariobee coming at you guys with our week 3 team builder slash battle for the BBL, the Fanless Battlers League. And if you guys are new around here, or if you guys are just enjoying the content, make sure to show your support by grassy gliding that like button down below. And if you guys are brand new, as always, guys, definitely consider subscribing. We're on that road to 250. We've been at around the 220 to 230 mark per minute now, so it'd be amazing if we could hit that 250 benchmark. You know, we're halfway through the year, and I was trying to get to 300 by the end of the year, which I don't think is going to happen, but we can definitely, you know, try to shoot for it, so that'd be pretty dope. Another thing I wanted to go ahead and say was that our ICP draft league is another draft league that we have going on. Make sure to go check that out, guys. If you guys are only watching our BBL content, that will be linked in the description down below under the ICP playlist. So this video is going to be a little bit longer than usual, so don't let the time scare you. I will have timestamps in the description down below. This beginning portion of the video, I'm actually going to go over a couple of trades that we made going into week 3, and then after the trades, I'll go ahead and break down the team matchup that we have for this week, and then I'll be going into my sets, and then we'll be going into the battle. So this video is definitely going to be a lot longer than expected. If you guys want to stick around, see what we traded for and why we traded, all that good stuff, make sure to stay tuned, and feel free to use those timestamps. Like I said, if you guys aren't into hearing about the trades, you guys just want to watch the battle, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, go check that out. So let's go ahead and start off by talking about our trades, right? Let's start talking about our team. So this is our team that we have currently, right? So throughout the draft, I really thought Sun was a great thing for us, right? But the more we played with the team, the more I tried to get comfortable with the team. I found that I was trying to use my offense through Venusaur a lot, which isn't bad, right? But I feel like in this Ubers format, you really want your Ubers to shine. You really want your Ubers to be that offense, because in Ubers, like, you're playing around, it's different. It's a different format entirely. And I know it's only just 1 or 2 mons on your squad, right? But I feel like it's a format completely different because you have to plan around the opponent's Ubers. And sometimes 2 mons in Torkoal and Venusaur cannot support what those Ubers can dish out. It can't really take hits. Sometimes it can't even OHKO. Like if you catched our last week's battle, with spoilers, I'm gonna spoil, we lost. I didn't even count down, so that's my bad. But there's a lot of times where, you know, Reshiram didn't even die to Earth Power. It did 30% because it's so bulky, right? These Ubers are super bulky. They're super powerful, so it's a lot different. So I felt like Sun really wasn't doing it for us. And I got Sun because I wanted to break down steel types a little bit more easier for my XERNEAS. I wanted rocks as well, which Torkoal gave us. It gave us a fire type as well. And then, you know, Executor at the end was just kind of like, we had 3 points left, so why not pick it up? It could maybe serve us some purpose later on down the road. But I didn't really like it that much. I really wasn't liking the squad too much. And I figured most of the times I'm going to be bringing XERNEAS, the Celesteela, the Latios, and the Nidoking, and then the next 2 are kind of like a toss-up, right? Like which mons fit better with the squad. So I was looking, and I found a couple of nice picks, but we did have to drop 4 mons. So those 4 mons are going to be Venusaur, Torkoal, Hitmonchan, and the Executor. So we ended up dropping those 4 out of the picture, and we went ahead and picked up 3 more mons, which in my opinion help out the squad a lot. So let's go ahead and talk about them. Let's go ahead and show them. And the thing is, I didn't put them together, so you'll actually see the new mons, like where Venusaur, Torkoal is, and then the last one at the end. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about them. Bop, you guys see them, and we do have the custom color textures from, which is really neat too. So the first pickup was Zapdos Galar. I've been wanting to use this mon since it came out, and I feel like what better time to use it than right now. This thing gets amazing, not coverage, but an amazing move called Thunder's Kick, where if you use it once, you know, it lowers down your opponent's defense 1 stage, making essentially most moves, if you weaken down the mon enough, a 2-hit KO, which is super nice. I also like the fact that it can break down those you know, those steel types for things like my XERNEAS. Another big thing was too that since we were losing the fire typing, grass types might be a bit of a threat to us, but the good thing is that Zapdos does cover has that flying coverage as well, which can hit those grass types for super effective damage, so we didn't have to worry too much about the grass typing and losing our fire type to hit it. And we also do have Nidoking with the you know, the poison stab, which should help with that grass. But I just thought that this Zapdos just fit the squad so well, and it pairs so nice with XERNEAS, also giving us momentum, which I really like because the momentum on the squad prior was not as good. I think we only had Obstagoon and the Galvantula, so not too much to look forward there too. And yeah, that's pretty much my whole reasoning for picking up the Zapdos Galar. Next, we had Dhelmise we picked up, which I thought was pretty neat because we got a ghost type, we got a grass type. Although it's not super bulky on the Spadef side, it's pretty bulky on the defensive side. It gives us another form of removal and hazards. We did lose a rocker and Torkoal, so that was something too, but we did pick up another rapid spinner in Dhelmise. And what I love about Dhelmise is that it actually gets steel stab because of its you know, its ability Steel Worker. It does give its steel type moves a 1.5 boost as if it was stab, so that just helps break down fairies for our XERNEAS too. If, you know, Celesteela has to play defensive role that game, maybe we can bring Dhelmise as a, you know, a hazard control mon, and then we can go ahead and strap on Anchor Shot on there, and then we'll go ahead and hit the fairy types too. That's try to switch up in us. Poltergeist hits super hard, Power Whip hits super hard, so I think Dhelmise fit the squad pretty nice, and I'm actually really looking forward to using it. It's my first time ever using Dhelmise too, so pretty neat mon, and I think it serves a lot of utility for the squad here. Lastly, we picked up Regirock. Now Regirock is on the squad because of a, I don't want to say like glaring fire weakness, but it does cover up the fire weakness that we have with the Celesteela. It covers up the Dhelmise, the Galvantula. It also gives us rocks, which I really like, also giving us just a very bulky wall. Now typically Regirock isn't the best type of mon, but I think that on this team composition I have right here, I think it fits really nice. It also allows Nidoking to not always have to feel forced into having to run rocks that week if we want to run hazards this week. But yeah, I think that these changes to the squad are really nice. I'm really excited to see what the season holds, guys. This is a shortened season of the BBL, so we don't have too many weeks to come back if we plan on coming back, but we're 0-2 right now. We have the opportunity to go ahead and we have the opportunity to change things around and maybe, you know, not win out the season but net out positive, and that'll be the best. You know, that'll be the best. We're trying to learn. It's our second season playing Ubers, so definitely all a learning experience. But hey, you know me, I have a very competitive spirit and I always want to win. So yeah, let's go ahead and go into our opponent. Our opponent is a amazing person, very amazing person, very super helpful person, very genuine, nice person, and yeah, she's just amazing. Her name is OliviaSama, and she's coach of the Rotom OnlyFans. I'll go ahead and show it right now, but I don't want to show the matchup yet. But definitely make sure to go check her out, guys. If you guys don't know who she is for any type of reason, she is like one of the most helpful people in the whole Pokemon community, and she's just super cool, very knowledgeable, super great battler, and she makes some phenomenal content. I also know that she streams her games live, so make sure to check her channel and find her Twitch link too, because she does stream on Twitch all her games live, which is really cool. And she just does hella stuff, so make sure to go check her out. Really cool, dope person. So let's go ahead and dive into the team matchup, right? So she has a threatening ass team of Necrozma, Dawnwings, Dialga, Rillaboom, Tapu Fini, Tentacruel, Charizard, Raikou, Kangaskhan, Crocodile, and the Manchow. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe Liv is currently 1-1 while we are 0-2. So if we can win this one, we'll share the same record as her. So hey, you know, pretty nice if we can get the win. Definitely a lot of things to fear here are things like her Necrozma Dawnwings. I mean, outside of her dual stab, we don't really have a resist except Obstagoon, which isn't the bulkiest mon on the squad. Dialga is pretty threatening too, but I do feel like it's forced to run a little bit more of a defensive set, maybe AV, maybe Max with Def, because it does have to check the XERNEAS. And it's threatened out by a lot of things like Nidoking and my Zapdos, which are very prominent to come. And the Rillaboom. Rillaboom is really scary. Scariest set this matchup, in my opinion, at least in prep, or for the team I brought, is Banded Rillaboom. That's probably like the scariest, because Grassy Glide does a lot of things like Latios, Nidoking, Zapdos Galar, Regirock, Galvantula. Like, my team is not, I don't want to say super frail, but it's like kind of frail, you know. Tapu Fini, which I could definitely see coming. I think Tentacruel is a little bit better just because it Tentacruel can check my Xerneas as opposed to Tapu Fini, which kind of loses. But outside of Galvantula and Dhelmise, I don't have Stab to hit it, so it definitely could be a very, very bulky water type mon in this game. Having access to things like Iron Defense, Calm Mind is something that we're gonna have to keep an eye out for. And then Tentacruel, like I said, Tentacruel I think can come. It might be T-Spikes, it could be Assault Vested, it could be like just max HP with a lot of speed for my Xerneas. In my opinion, I think Assault Vest is the best you can bring, because Xerneas, if I ran like a Calm Mindset, it would need Assault Vest to live 2 Thunders or even Thunderbolts if I wanted to bring that. So definitely something I can see her bringing. And then the Charizard, just because I actually don't see Tapu Fini, but I put it wrong on that layout. I actually expect the Raikou over the Tapu Fini, Tentacruel, Charizard. Those are like the 6 I'm expecting, just because I feel like there's a very, very anti-Xerneas team, which I think Liv can get kind of cheeky and bring, because like I said, Rillaboom can OHKO the Xerneas pretty fairly if I don't have a lot of defense investment. Dialga obviously can always live a hit, and Necrozma's so bulky can live a hit too. Tentacruel lives a hit, Charizard lives a hit, and then Raikou, if it sets up the Calm Mind, can live a hit too. So I could definitely see her bringing those 6 to try to make it kind of like an anti-Xerneas team, because like I said, in the Ubers format, you definitely want to counter your opponent's Ubers. So yeah, if she ends up bringing that type of team, I think we'll be prepared. That's kind of what I'm expecting. But then she does have things like the Kangaskhan and the Manchow. I don't expect the Kangaskhan as much. I would definitely see the Manchow coming over, Mienshao coming over that. But I don't think that Kangaskhan comes, and I don't think Crook comes, because I do have 2 Defiant Mons on my team, and I know Liv will definitely you know, take that into consideration when prepping. It also just loses to like a lot of my squad in Xerneas. It loses to like a Celesteela with Energy Ball, which I could cover for the Tapu Fini. It loses to the Zapdos Galar, to the Dhelmise with the Cobra Berry, the Obstagoon, the Galvantula with Bug Buzz. So I think Crook is just, it's not a good game for Crook. But like I said, the first 7 are the most prominent I think can come, and then the last 3, with the exception of Mienshao, I think Mienshao has some viability this matchup, and it can definitely put in some work. But I don't think it could be as useful as one of the other monsters I mentioned earlier. I'm doing a lot of talking, I know, my bad. Just want to make sure to get all this out to you. So let's go ahead and dive into our team, and let's talk about the team that we built. So first off, starting off the pack, we have Palenque, the Nidoking, with the Pasho Berry, Sheer Force, Stealth Rock, Sludge Wave, Earth Power, Thunderbolt. What this set is basically tailored to do is, not tailored, but max speed on there is obviously to speed tie the Tapu Fini if she wants to run like a max HP, max speed Tapu Fini, which would make sense. Or even like speed creep, like with Tentacruel, some funny stuff, we can possibly outspeed it, which is great. We're rocking the Timid Nature just to get them, you know, get the most speed so we don't have to speed tie with it. Sludge Wave is really nice. Pasho Berry is there for 2 things, right? Pasho Berry is there for a Tapu Fini, so we can always switch into Tapu Fini at least once and then threaten it out, right? Get up our rocks, Sludge Wave for free, etc, etc. We can also stay in on the Tentacruel. Tentacruel wants to stay in on me, try to get a T-Spike up or something. We do have the Pasho Berry. What I'm expecting is she might bring Shuka too, like Shuka something too, because if you look at Liv's team, she did a really great job of drafting around that grassy terrain. Things like Dialga, which would have the ground weakness, Tentacruel, Raikou, they are protected by that grassy terrain, so I love how she did that there. But Earth Power, Sludge Wave, Thunderbolt is really, really good against her squad here, and then Stealth Rocks is just in case we can get them up. I think that I was gonna bring T-Spikes, but one of my front office members suggested that we bring T-Spikes over it. Also, huge shout out to my front office homies and Prep City for the help as always, guys. You guys are amazing and awesome, so I appreciate y'all. Yeah, Pasho Berry is just to catch them off guard. Rocks are nice, Sludge Wave is nice, Earth Power is nice, T-Bolt's nice for the Tentacruel, stuff like that. So probably gonna be our lead, because I have a safe switch into everything outside of Rillaboom, but yeah, I think this might be our lead. So next we got Patronus, which is our Xerneas, rocking those cool ass choice specs. Moonblast, Psyshock, Focus Blast, T-Bolt, enough speed on there to outspeed a max speed Dialga if she wants to bring that for any type of reason. And we're just clicking Moonblast with this thing. If we can get this thing in, even if she's running like max def, max HP Dialga, it will be 2-hit KO'd by this Moonblast because it's neutral to it. The only thing literally that can take a hit on her team is the Tentacruel. Like Charizard can't take a hit either. Like it takes 68, so it's taking a lot. So nothing can really switch in on the team for this Moonblast, and we outspeed a good majority of her team too. I think the only mons that outspeed us are going to be Charizard, Tentacruel if she's running max speed on it, and the Raikou. So, and if she's running max speed on her Tentacruel, it's even better, because then she will either die to a Psyshock after rocks or 2 T-Bolts. So pretty nice in my opinion. But yeah, this thing's pretty much free. I hope I can get the most kills with this. Spadef is there just to take hits from Raikou and the Tapu Fini a little bit better, in case we want to try to get cheeky, switch in on one of them, and then launch off a pretty fat Moonblast. Next, we got Navy Base, the Celesteela, rocking the Rocky helmet. She's pretty defensive. Like I said, I don't really have that many switches to Rillaboom, so this is one of the few ones. Protect, Leech Seed, Air Slash, and Flash Cannon is pretty nice. Air Slash obviously to threaten out the Rillaboom, and then Flash Cannon is there just for stab. I really didn't know what to run over it. I was considering Energy Ball, because I will be switching this in on the Tapu Fini, but I feel like on the Tapu Fini I'm clicking Leech Seed most of the time, because I want that recovery. Even on something like you know, sub Raikou would be pretty nice. On the Manchow coming in, you know, on the Tentacruel coming in, whatever the case may be. A lot of defense to check that Rillaboom, and then the Spadef is in there just to help with some Tapu Fini rolls, because this will most likely be my switch into Tapu Fini too, as mentioned earlier. And yeah, hopefully we put in some work with Celesteela. On week 1 it got crit with that burn, and then for week 2 I don't think we brought it. So hopefully you can put in some work this week and carry us to our first win. Next, we got Magnax, sick Magnax with the Flame Orb, Guts ability, Parting Shot, Facade, Close Combat, and the Knockoff. Liv's team takes a lot from this thing, a lot. She doesn't really have the best switch-ins either, especially with Parting Shot there. It's really nice to, you know, we won't take the Flame Orb for that turn. We'll go ahead and get out of there, lower down something special attack or physical attack, and then we'll go ahead and get into XERNEAS. Her best switches into this thing are things like Dialga, which doesn't want to take a close combat, Rillaboom, which doesn't want to take anything, Fini, which doesn't want to take a Facade, Tentacruel, which I guess can eat a hit, but it needs to check the XERNEAS, the Charizard, which I don't think Charizard's gonna take a knockoff or a Facade, bro, and basically everything else just kind of gets bobbed by its dual stab. So my Nox very powerful here. It's my first time ever using a Flame Orb set, so hopefully I'm a little bit smart with it, because I know that the damage is going to start racking up, especially if she gets up rocks, especially if she, you know, does some things. So have to be smart this game for sure. Next we got Donatello, the Blastoise. I've been thinking about changing this name, but I feel like since I already had Donatello on it, I really shouldn't. But this is actually a fire ass set, guys. So this only works on one condition, right? So this only works if she decides to end up bringing a very Spadef Dialga that doesn't have a lot of special attack. This is basically my switch into it. So every time Dialga comes out, this is my switch into it. If I can't 2-hit KO it with the XERNEAS, I bring this thing out. It eats hits if it's especially defensive, like I said, with no special attack investment. This thing can also take on the Necrozma Dawnwings. That's why we're actually running physical this week, because if it's a Calm Mind variant, I don't want to get walled by Dark Pulse, and Crunch is actually doing some really nice damage with the 140 physical attack with the Adamant Nature. It's really good. I think it does like 42 to 49 if I'm not mistaken, and we only need about half on it so that we can come in and click Moonblast with our XERNEAS. Body Press is really nice for the Dialga. We're running enough speed on there for a no speed Dialga, and then Flip Turn and Rapid Spin, of course, very good utility moves on our Blastoids here. Flip Turn, of course, getting this momentum into things like the XERNEAS if need be, and then Rapid Spin is there just in case she gets up any hazards with like the Tentacruel, or she gets up any Stealth Rock. I think her only Stealth Rockers are Crook, which I don't see coming, and then the Tentacruel with T-Spike. So that's yeah, and Dialga gets Stealth Rock as well, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, let me check that before the game, but I'm like 100% sure. Yeah, she Dialga does get Stealth Rock. So if she brings Dialga, I'm pretty sure it's going to be her rocker. But finally and lastly on the team, we do have the newest member on the squad, Quetzal, rocking the Defiant ability, U-turn, Throw Chop, Thunderous Kick, and the Brave Bird. Just max attack, max speed for that Charizard, of course. Expert Belt, I was thinking about running Choice Band, but I didn't want to get trapped into a fighting move when she has a Necrozma right there. Throw Chop is there, of course, for the Necrozma Dawnwings. Thunderous Kick and Brave Bird hit pretty much everything else pretty damn hard. This thing's really nice. I wanted to run Choice Scarf, but like I said, I didn't want to be choice locked into one move, because then that would have been a no-no. That would have been a bad situation. But yeah, this thing is really powerful against her squad, and hopefully it can put in some work for our week 1. By the way, its color texture is actually done after the same color of a bird in Mexico called the quetzal. I don't know if it's in Mexico anymore. I think they might not be in Mexico as much anymore, but the quetzal, it is like a very greenish bird with like red, and yeah, that's what we try to do. So I think it looks beautiful. But yeah, guys, those are gonna be the 6 that we're gonna go ahead and go to war with. Liv is a phenomenal battler, guys, and I the way I think I win this game is having Liv on the back foot, but I know Liv is the type of player who's just like, YOLO, fuck it, I'm gonna give this mon up and try to get this hydro pump off, or try to get this fire blast off. So should be a really great one. I've been looking forward to this rematch because the first one she got me, she got a W on me, so I'm looking to pick back up that W. And yeah, hopefully it all works out, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get cut to the battle. Super sorry for this long team builder / trades transactions video, but I'm gonna go ahead and get connected with Liv, and I'll be right back at you guys with our battle. Alrighty, guys, we are back, and if you guys did skip to this part of the video, because I know it was a long team builder and on that draft stuff, so if you guys did skip to this part of the video, we are taking on OliviaSama and her Rotom OnlyFans. It should be a great one, guys. Yeah, if you guys don't know who she is for any type of reason, make sure to go check the description down below and go check out her channel, show her some love. She's an amazing individual. I need to get locked in because I was a little bit distracted right now. So I got the layout right here. We said our have funs, good lucks in the chat. Let's see what she brings. I am expecting this anti-XERNEAS team, like I said. And okay, so double Rilla, Raikou, no Charizard, Tapu Fini instead. Okay, that works too. So only 1 month off. But definitely less switch-ins to our XERNEAS here, so that's nice. So Rillaboom's kind of scary. But I really like Pashoberry, Nidoking here now, because I did bring Pashoberry, Nidoking. And yeah, Obstagoon puts in a lot of work too, offensively. I kind of want to lead Nidoking just because, like I said, I hit everything on his team pretty damn hard outside of the Rillaboom. And if she leads Rillaboom, then I can just go ahead and switch into my Celesteela, get some Rocky Helmet damage because I need to chip that thing down. Dialga should be... I'm not too sure if it'll be specially defensive now because she does have the Tentacruel to eat hits from the XERNEAS. So I could definitely see her doing that instead. I could also see her wanting to set up with like Raikou. Pashoberry also helps with Calm Mind Raikou, which I like a lot. But let's go ahead and lock in. Let's get it started, baby. I know the music's hype as fuck already, right? We haven't even started, but let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. We are 0-2. And I believe Liv is 1-1, if I'm not mistaken. And we do have our damage calculator here open. Alcara, which is the Tentacruel. This is honestly perfect for us. If we can weaken down this thing, that'd be amazing. I'm expecting this to be Shuckaberry. So that, oh, it is Shuckaberry. Dang, oh, it's Air Balloon. Okay. Both are fair, but I do have the T-Bolt, so I'm just gonna click it here. Like I said, we are Pashoberry. We're not too scared of it. She might not think that we could afford to have the Earth Power on there. That's very interesting. Air Balloon. Okay, awesome. That's a really cool tech. I like that a lot. Tentacruel, Rapid Spin. Interesting. Maybe she thinks I'm Focus Sashed. But we have T-Bolt, so I'm not too worried about that. We can also see how Spadef it is. Air Balloon. Perfect. Let's see. So we got the Nidoking here versus the Tentacruel. Does she have a safe switch in? And this thing's super chipped down, super nice too, because she's not even like max HP. But we should live anything she wants to go for. And I kind of want to click Earth Power. I feel like Earth Power is a little bit more free compared to the Air Balloon popped, right? It has to pop once we hit her. Let's go for Earth Power here. We should live the Scald coming in. Waterfall, perfect. We are Pashoberry. Like I said, I think she is like physically offensive, so we eat that pretty nice, and we just go ahead and click Earth Power here. So this actually worked out a lot better because now he has no Zern switch-ins, absolutely none. So King kills Tentacruel. Pashoberry, baby. I knew it would come in handy. And Nidoking picks up a body, man. Nidoking just doesn't die here. Pecora, which is going to be this thing. Interesting. Can we live a Scald from this range? Pressure. Okay. I hope that wasn't air balloon because I missed that if it was. We aren't past show anymore, so I don't think we live this hit by any means. Does that mean we sack this thing off? Not really, right? Because we can still outspeed a couple things here. But what could I go into? Nothing really. We are at 71 health, which is 45. If this goes down, can we still hit the Tapu Fini? I guess it's fine. I guess this thing goes down to the Scald here. Okay, so Raikou goes for Scald. But now we just go into our XERNEAS, right? Right into XERNEAS. So Raikou kills King. And now something will get 2-hit KO'd. This is a roll on no HP invested Raikou. About an 87.5 chance to kill. And they can only do about 30% back to us. So let's see what happens here. Nidoking goes down as well. Yeah, maybe she thinks I'm scarfed. Maybe scarfed. But even if I was choice scarfed, there's scarf. So do about 60%. She could stay in. She could stay in theory. Okay, she's gonna Volt Switch. So we've seen. Oh, is that a crit? It wasn't even a crit. Okay, so we have Raikou with Scald and Volt Switch. No item yet. So she has to choose something to take a hit here, which she doesn't really have a lot of things that could take a hit. Like I said, Dialga will not take a hit either. Unless it's like max HP, max def, especially Spadef Assault Vest. Like this thing's not eating a hit. Which is the Dialga. Okay, let's see. Let's see how much she takes here. Let's see. Oh, that thing was. Oh, we got the crit. I'm so sorry, Liv. Damn, man, we've been getting so lucky in our draft leagues, like with crits. I had to be like, no. Oh wait, I'm calculating wrong one. Choice specs crits. Do we even max mold? We can Oko. That's pretty crazy. Okay, well, Zern kills Dialga. So we just go straight into we don't take choice banded, and we have to calc for choice band here because I'm gonna take my time here because I'm really scared she's gonna go for U-turn here and then go into Raikou. I mean, she's free to do it. To be honest, I don't really have any counterplay to it. Yeah, this Raikou's gonna be a problem, but we can just go ahead and go back into XERNEAS once we sack it off and just click Moonblast again. Grassy Glide. Okay, so this is gonna take us down to 177. Yep, takes the rocket helmet damage. Is it leftovers or anything like that? No. Okay, so it did about 13%, which is like a max roll on Adamant Ban actually, so it's banded. What does she go into here? It doesn't matter. It doesn't want to take a Leech Seed here. It's definitely Adamant Ban. It's Raikou. It is the Raikou. So we'll Leech Seed here. Hopefully we hit. If we hit, that'd be amazing. We do hit. Okay, nice. Okay, we live a hit from this thing. Should we even live, like stay in on this? We do live one hit, but we don't really damage it out in return. And keeping this thing healthy is very, very important. I kind of want to go Patronus. Patronus will take how much? Let's see, XERNEAS is at 144. If it's max special attack, we can also see why'd that Volt Switch do so much. That voltage did about 29%. Yeah, it's about max special attack timid. So I will take about 12% from the leech seed. The T-bolt. Do I want to do that? And my Obstagoon. Step 2. Hard position here. I'm kind of want to protect to see what she wants to go for here, but I don't want her to sub, but I think I'm gonna have to. Sub Volt Switch would be very interesting if she does have it. Let's protect here. Get a little bit more chip. Okay, she does Thunderbolt. It's a little bit of grassy terrain damage back. And we'll go ahead and get that Leech Seed, which is nice. We're getting some chip off on her, which is really, really nice. I think they bolt here. If they bolt, they go into what? Rillaboom? Patronus can take a hit, I guess. XERNEAS. So this Thunderbolt, 2 of them shouldn't kill us thanks to the Leech Seed and the Grassy Terrain recovery. So let's see. She does Volt here. 144 to 84. Okay. Yeah, Raiku's a problem, especially since we don't have a Scarfer. Does my Zapdos take a hit? Zapdos doesn't. Blastoise does actually. It doesn't do much in return. I guess we don't need it too much. Yeah, they're kind of forced to go into Rillaboom here. Sashala, which is going to be the Rillaboom. Yes, okay. That's expected. Get some of that leftover recovery, which is really nice. Is we might just sack to the Raikou. Might just sack into the Raikou because we don't. Yeah, we might just sack into the Raikou here. And Rillaboom is really annoying too, so she could just pull a double here into Raikou. Okay, she's not going. She might have. She might have. We don't outspeed this thing, so. U-turn. Grassy Glide. Okay. Okay. Taking some Rocky Helmet chip, which I like a lot. Raikou is getting whittled down. It doesn't have grassy terrain anymore to eat a hit from it. I do kind of just want to either double or go for the Air Slash. We're doing more to Raikou here. Our time is a little lower. Celesteela against the Raikou with no bulk. It looks like Flash Cannon is actually doing a little bit more. So let's go for Air Slash just in case she tries to stay in here, get a little cheeky, get some extra chip damage off. I mean, there's no reason she would, right? Flala, which is the Raikou. Tapu Fini, actually. Okay. This is fine, I guess. It's kind of my switch into this anyways. We'll Air Slash here, get some chip off. Let's see how bulky this thing is. Does about, wow, oh, we get a second crit. I'm so sorry, Liv. That did about 30% though. Tapu Fini. And with the crit, Air Slash, we did about 30%. Okay. So it looks like she's just max HP. I don't want her to be sub or even like a Calm Mind variant here. So I kind of want to go Patronus. We will outspeed the next turn. We do live a hit and we can do some big damage in return. Do we need Patronus to win the rest of the game? I guess we don't. We are at 96, which is going to be 48%. We should live any hit, hopefully. So let's just go for it here. This game is really important to get in our XERNEAS as much as possible to just keep clicking Moonblast. So hopefully it goes for like Scald here or maybe Taunt. Oh, perfect. We get in it for free. And we will more than happily Moonblast off here. And it's leftovers. Okay, so Tapu Fini is leftovers. Tapu Fini is leftovers. Moonblast here. Leftovers. Taunt. So probably calling like a. This is dead. This is a dead Mon. This is dead. Oh, it lived. How did it live that? That had to be like pretty speed def. And we live one more. Cool. So we should knock this thing out. Yeah, we knocked this thing out. So Zern kills Finny. That must have been like max for death. Or close to it at least. So Finny's down. That Raikou's gonna be a huge problem for us here. Yeah, this Raikou's gonna be a problem. Our Obstagoon always lives a hit from Raikou. Zapdos, no. Obstagoon always lives a hit. If we are not burned, we don't do as much to her, unfortunately. She might be Magnet. I kind of want to go into Donatello here, but I kind of need it for the Necrozma Dawn Wings, right? What don't I need right now? I kind of feel like I don't need this. I kind of feel like I don't need the bird here. Chop is nice, I guess, for Necrozma. Navy base? I guess I don't need Navy base as much anymore. Because I definitely want to try to save this because I feel like I can still get a hit off on the Necrozma if I come in. And this is Choice Banded, so definitely scary for him. For her, sorry. D-ball here. It's fine. This might kill. Yes. Yeah, because we can still live a Grassy Glide too. So let's I guess we'll leave Seed here. It doesn't really matter what we do here. T-Bolt. It's fine. I think she's Magnet, if I had to guess. But we just need to put her in range of where our guy can come in and revenge him. Our guy Turtle Boy. Raikou. Oh, Liver probably grab stats, to be honest. I can also Parting Shot here. She might just want damage on this thing. Let's knock off. She might just want damage off on this thing. Grassy Glide is kind of free though now. I probably should have checked if our Zapdos can live Grassy Glide Rillaboom. I think it can though. Yeah, we live Grassy Glide. We do a lot in return. Perfect. It is going to switch out here, so we do get a free knockoff on the Rillaboom. Okay. Yeah, Rillaboom kind of free. I'm gonna knock off. What's this thing's item here? Choice Band. Oh yeah, we knew it was Choice Band, right? Oh, actually, since it's Choice Band, can we live a hit now? See, burn damage? We don't. Okay, Obstagoon versus Adamant. Just no item. Oh, we eat. Oh, we eat. Oh, we eat. Let's only do like half. Let's Facade here. Nice. This is dead. Bop. Let's go. Nice, nice. Okay. So as long as we keep this thing over 50%, we should live a hit from the Raikou. I think Raikou's now in range where it will die to this Obstagoon. And let's see. I think unless the Necrozma is... If Necrozma is like Cobra, it might live. Okay, I think this thing is Cobra Berry. It has to be. It has to be Cobra Berry. Or Scarfed. If it's a Scarfed physical, do I want to take that risk? I don't think so. I really just want to click knockoff here, to be honest. Just kind of, is it Cobra? It is Cobra Berry, which is actually very, very unfortunate. Still does a lot. Still does a lot. Was Dragon Dance here? Okay. Okay, very, very interesting. Our Blastoise always lives a hit. And from the range that we're at right now, thanks to grassy terrain, we're actually going to be able to live. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sack off the XERNEAS. Sack off the XERNEAS here. XERNEAS doesn't have anything else to do here. And my hope is that Blastoise can live a +1 hit and then launch off a Crunch. Just please don't go for another Dragon Dance here. I don't think she would in front of Obstagoon. Break. Okay. Okay, so this thing kills. We definitely need the... How much? 6%. So that's about 75, 70, 65. About 65 with the Cobra. Yeah, so it seems looking like max HP. Maybe a little bit defense too. Let's say like maybe like 104 HP versus our Blastoise here. Crunch is still doing about 20%. Actually, without the Cobra. I don't know if we live the +1 Photon though. I mean, it all matters on this. I'm not going to calc it. I mean, if we live, we live, right? It's going to Dragon Dance on us. Oh? Okay. Blastoise kills this thing. Blastoise kills my guy. Kills Blastoise kills Necrozma. Maybe she thought I was Dark Pulse, but I'm physical adamant, baby. So let's see. We should live. We should be able to weaken down this thing. Raikou here. I kind of want a rapid spin actually because we'll live a hit. And this way I get off 2 hits instead of the 1. Let's rapid spin here. People, we should live this. It should do half. Perfect. Okay, no para. Rapid spin here. We'll definitely outspeed the next turn. We can get some more damage off. And we can actually do more damage with the flip turn. Crunch is doing about... Okay, we can go to Crunch. Oh, it's still outsped? That's bad. Obstacle should always live a hit though. Even if it is Magnet. It should always live a hit, and then Oko with the Facade. So I guess it comes down to this last turn. It comes down to this last turn. We click Facade here and hope that we live this T-Bolt coming our way. Or Aura Sphere. 4 attacks? It's not Aura Sphere. Can't even look. I can't even look because she's max HP. This might live. Let's go, baby. Obstagoon picks up the kill. Obstagoon putting the team on their back, guys. And that was a great battle. That was honestly a great battle. I'm not sure if the crit on the Dialga mattered too much because it was 2-hit KO'd either way, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, even if it was like max HP, max def, it was 2-hit KO'd. I think we also got a crit on... I want to say it was the Tapu Fini. I'm not too sure how much that mattered in the grand scheme of things because I did hit the Tapu Fini once and it still lived the hit. So I'm pretty sure it would have lived regardless, and it was still a 2-hit KO, even if it's max HP, max def. But the crits are always tilting, always unfortunate. I think we win that battle 2-0. I think Shell Shocker died right there. But Obstagoon, man, first week it comes, it puts on for the team. And we pick up the 2-0, man. We pick up the 2 after going 0-2. We pick up the 2-0 to go 1-2, and now I think Liv is 1-2 as well. So we'll tie the record. So I love the changes to the team. I think they help a lot. The bird didn't even get to make the field, unfortunately. So yeah, great games to live. Make sure to go check her out if you guys don't know who she is already for any type of reason. It was a really fun one for sure, and the battles with Liv are always great. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip out of your hair, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Make sure to leave a like if you guys did enjoy. Make sure to subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.